Melissa Jefferson-Wooden, the fastest woman on Earth right now. Sha'Carri Richardson, the most electric sprinter alive. Together, on a Saturday afternoon in Florida, they did something that nobody saw coming. They ran faster than they did in Paris, when it wasn't even supposed to matter. To understand what happened in Gainesville on April 18, 2026, you first need to understand the two women at the center of it. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden is 25 years old. She was born in Georgetown, South Carolina, a coastal town of 8,000 people. Before she was a world champion, she was a teenager who quietly donated stem cells to her father, who was fighting a blood disease called myelodysplastic syndrome. That act of selflessness before stardom tells you everything about who she is. When she arrived at Coastal Carolina University, she had no idea she would become the best sprinter on the planet. The journey from small-town kid to global icon took less than 5 years. At the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Jefferson-Wooden did something only one woman in history had ever done before. She won the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and secured the 4x100 relay, all in the same championship. 3 gold medals. A sweep so rare that only Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce had achieved it before her back in 2013. Jefferson-Wooden's 100-meter winning time was 10.61 seconds, a new championship record and the largest winning margin in World Championship history. She is now the 4th fastest woman to ever live at that distance. Sha'Carri Richardson is 26 years old and built entirely differently. She is the kind of athlete the sport has been waiting decades for, one who wins races and then makes you feel the weight of them. She is a triple world champion. She won the 100 meters at the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, then helped the United States win the relay at the same championships. At the Tokyo 2025 World Championships, she anchored the American relay team to gold again, running the final leg as Jefferson-Wooden took her 3rd gold medal of that meet. She spent the early months of 2026 in Australia running on grass at the Stowell Gift 120-meter handicap race, where she started from scratch with the entire field ahead of her. She won. She earned 40,000 Australian dollars and called the whole thing a warm-up. Her words before the season: "The mindset I'm walking into this season is just domination. Dominating my race, dominating my demeanor, dominating the world." These are not ordinary athletes. They are the 2 most dominant sprinters in America right now, and in Gainesville, they chose to remind everyone of that fact. The Tom Jones Memorial Invitational is a collegiate track meet hosted by the University of Florida at the Percy Beard Track in Gainesville. It is not a world championship. It is not a Diamond League meet. It is a university invitational that opens its doors to elite professional athletes through what is called an Olympic development category. By mid-April, the outdoor season is still finding its feet. Most professional sprinters are working their way into form. They are running tune-up races, testing their fitness, figuring out where they stand before the major competitions arrive. Nobody runs 41.7 at a university invitational in April. Nobody is supposed to. Both Richardson and Jefferson-Wooden had already withdrawn from the individual 200-meter race that weekend. They were saving something. The relay was their only appearance at this meet, and the world had no idea what was coming. The lineup for the women's 4x100 relay was as follows. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden on the opening leg, handing to Anavia Battle, who passed to Kayla White with Sha'Carri Richardson anchoring. Jefferson-Wooden exploded off the line. Her opening leg set the tone controlled, powerful, and perfectly channeled into the first exchange zone. Battle received the baton and held the momentum through her leg without losing a step. White, on the 3rd leg, delivered the handoff that put Richardson exactly where she needed to be, in front, with open track and a clean lane ahead. What Richardson did next is the part that will be studied. The anchor leg of a relay is the most exposed position on the track. Every mistake from the legs before you either helps or hurts. Richardson received the baton with room to work and built through the final 40 meters without letting off. She crossed the line with authority. The clock stopped at 41.70 seconds. The team in second place, the Pure Athletics quartet of Sabrina Dockery, Brianna Leiston, Gina Luckenkemper, and Rebecca Hase, finished in 42.42 seconds, a full 7/10 behind. On a day when most relay teams are just getting comfortable, Team USA was running championship-level heat. Statistician Alphonse Juck, who has tracked the event since 1972, noted this was the fastest women's 4x100 relay recorded before the month of May in the entire history of the event. Here is the number that changes everything. 41.78. That was Team USA's winning time in the women's 4x100 relay final at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Olympic gold. The best relay team on Earth, on the biggest stage, under maximum pressure. Jefferson-Wooden anchoring that team. Richardson on the final leg of that team. They ran 41.78 and won. On April 18th in Gainesville, they ran 41.70, 0.08 of a second faster, at a spring invitational in the first month of the outdoor season. For context, the world record in the women's 4x100 relay is 40.82 seconds, set by an American team featuring Tiana Madison, Allison Felix, Bianca Knight, and Carmelita Jeter at the 2012 London Olympics. That record has stood for 14 years. The gap between 41.7 and 40.82 is 0.88 of a second, a significant distance in relay terms, but nobody in the sport looked at this performance and dismissed it. Because of who ran it, and because of when. This was April, not August, not the World Championships final. April, in Florida, on a local track. Track and field works in seasons. Athletes peak at the right time. This time, Jefferson-Wooden and Richardson ran their best combined relay performance of the year at the moment least expected. That is not a sign of a team warming up. That is a statement of readiness. The Penn Relays are coming, the Diamond League is coming, the World Athletics Relays in Gaborone, Botswana are on the schedule. These are the meets where national pride and relay chemistry are tested under real pressure. And beyond that, the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics are building on the horizon, a home games for American sprinting on American soil with American crowds. Jefferson-Wooden said after her Tokyo sweep that she is not satisfied. She said breaking Florence Griffith Joyner's 100-meter world record of 10.49 seconds, a mark that has stood since 1988, is within her sights. Her championship record of 10.61 in Tokyo left her 12 hundredths away. That gap is not theoretical. It is measurable. It is closable. The fourth fastest woman in history at the distance just ran a relay at sub-Olympic gold pace in April. The acceleration in her career is not slowing. Richardson entered 2026, having finished 5th in the individual 100 meters at the Tokyo World Championships. That result stung. She is the kind of competitor who feels those finishes long after the crowd has gone home. But Richardson is not the kind of athlete who disappears after setbacks. She ran on grass in rural Australia to get her hunger back, called it practice, won the race, and then showed up in Florida to run faster than she did when Team USA won Olympic gold in Paris. That is not someone rebuilding. That is someone with a specific destination in mind. Together, they form the most dangerous relay combination in the world right now. With Battle and White giving this quartet exceptional depth, Team USA threatens relay history. The world record of 40.82, set in London in 2012, has outlasted generations of sprinters, Jamaican dynasties, and the most dominant American teams. It has always felt untouchable. On April 18, 2026, at the Percy Beard track in Florida, Melissa Jefferson-Wooden and Sha'Carri Richardson ran 41.70 seconds in the women's 4x100 relay, 0.08 hundredths of a second faster than Olympic gold. The fastest run by any women's relay team before May ever. They did it at a college meet without a crowd demanding it of them. They did it because elite athletes at the peak of their powers perform at the level the moment requires, and sometimes, without warning, perform beyond it. The world record of 40.82 is not safe. Two women just proved, in the most casual setting possible, that they are already running at Olympic championship speed before the real season has even begun. The only question left is how fast they are willing to go when it actually matters.